Welcome back. I had been staring at the homebrew side snare idea thing for a while as the snares started falling to the side and it went back to its normal, just a silent stroke on a tiny little thing sound. And I had thought of a few things that I would like to do as far as what I could do with it. But it came back to the snare again after another experiment that I did, where I had a single piece of cutout drum head, and I actually have taped it north, south, east, west on the bottom side, up on the top, which when you hit it gives it a slight snap and more volume going downward. Additionally, I rigged up the snares again. However, I parted them up and down slightly, and they're in a little bit more deeply, so they're a little bit tighter. So it's got more of a snap and less of a normal snare drum sound, which of course things could be adjusted, but I really got this thing on there nice. So this is what it sounds like. And if you haven't seen the other video, you should check that one out first, because comparisons. Right off the bat, it's very hard to, and I even tightened it, it's very hard to get that perfect roll, which was not a problem before I added what I added. Of course, the edge is easier. No. But what's it like if you wanted to play like an effect sound or a house beat or, you know, techno, hip hop, whatever, and does it? Nope. So in a drum set kind of context, kind of like a machine gun, kind of a bit of a firecracker kind of sound. And forgive me, it's a little late, but I just finished this and I really wanted to do it. I think I kind of like this zone, actually, better than that. Yeah, this is the zone I like. Doesn't have too much reaction to a rim shot. So, to zoom in here, we get the Remo silent stroke on top. This tape was here already. This is underneath, this is underneath, 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 holding this cutout. Silent stroke, double ply, Evans G2 is the thing that I cut out. And on the bottom, we have this big, thick Remo. It's the Power Stroke 2. So not appropriate for a resonant head at all, but you make do with what you have. It adds a little bit of volume, I think. Actually, hey, you want to see if it does or doesn't? Let's see. Did I do anything else? Yeah, the snares. If you can see, the snares are off to the sides instead of anything else. And actually, if I pop this off, I can show you the inside. This is all I did. All that. And I actually added a little tiny duct tape divider to keep these snares from getting together and getting too comfortable, because that was one thing that happened last time that I did not like, was they all kind of binded together and caused kind of a not so pleasant sound. But what does it sound like when I drop the camera? No. What does it sound like when I take the bottom off? I don't care if you can see this. That definitely just sounds like a lot more like a silent stroke and loses the volume entirely. Pearl Rhythm Traveler, Ludwig snares that are ever so artfully taped on with love. Anyway, so to do this, I shove that in there. Pardon me if you've seen this before from the other video. Shove this in there. Get everything seated. And back to good. So, bizarre side snare project. Lots of fun. If you have stuff and you're goofing around, goof around. As for me, here's what happened to the rest of that one. And boy howdy, was it not easy to make that ring. Obviously with all the duct tape sticking it on, it clearly didn't just sit. So expect to hear a little bit of a review on that drum hack in the next one. But until then, thanks as always. And I hope to see you in the next one. Keep drumming, Kawaii love, and drum hacks for all.